guys, and welcome to Betwixt the Books. Today we're going to be talking about a thing that we want to start in the new year, and by that we mean a thing we've been doing but want to bring to the YouTube channel in a way.
We actually meant to have this up months ago, but the thing was, the first book that we tried it with didn't work out. We're going to kind of discuss that today, as well as tell you exactly what it is that we're doing.
I think they've read the title. The suspense!
Who reads titles? I never do that before I read a book.
Now we need to do a cryptic title, I feel.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so the thing that we're doing is Storytime, and while we would love to read to all of you, really the Storytime is for us and for Taylor, because there is times when Taylor and I have read stories back and forth to each other, but we have been reading books aloud to one another, in particular some young readers and one teen book.
So as you may or may not know, Michaela and I have a commute to and from work, and so we are usually together most days. And it's like 30, 40 minutes, depending on traffic and road conditions and stuff. And so she drives and I read. And so I read aloud, or, when we listen to music or something, but, that is why the first book that we chose for this didn't work, because it's a good book, like we're not saying that, and Michaela will probably read it and review it for you guys. It was Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Stewart, and the plot of the book did not lend itself to being read aloud. Like it was kind of like a and it just, because reading aloud is slow, the slowness of that just really got to us, and so we decided that it was not something that we wanted to continue reading aloud.
While we were reading it together, one of the benefits of reading the books together is that we can comment on it while things are actually happening, but I felt like a lot with Benedict Society, especially towards the end of when we were reading it together, it was more of us being like sassy towards the book and not actually enjoying any of it, outside of the fact that it was a slower pace and we felt that it was like restarting over and over again in its momentum, which happens because we're both fairly sarcastic people. But it's also like,
there's a point when it stops being fun.
And yeah.
Like when it happens every once in a while, like it's funny, but with this it was just like every other sentence we were like, oh god, this again, or like, oh really we're doing this now. And so that was dumb. But I think that the book that we're reading now is going to be super awesome, and we both really love it so far, and we've been selling it like hotcakes out of the kids department at our store. And that is the name of
the name of this book is Secret
by Pseudonym Bosch.
Pseudonym.
Yeah. It so far is really smart and fun, and it's just engaging. I really thought that the gimmick of because the whole author is like, this book is super secret and I can't tell you real names, and so I thought it was going to be really gimmicky as the book was going on, but actually it's been really entertaining. So I like it a lot.
I like the way that the author says that he's not telling you anything, but he also says that he is telling you stuff and that it's your job to forget it, which me as a person who really likes solving puzzles and figuring things out is like me trying to go, which of these things is the real truth, and how do I pick at it to find what actually happened and who these people actually are, even though they're characters, so it's not a real thing. But
for a children's book, it's really smart and engaging, which I think is how I've at least managed to sell the copies that I've sold, by saying like, this engages the smart reader. Like if your kid, because it doesn't it uses bigger words, it doesn't talk down, and it just it assumes that the reader of the book, whatever age they may be, is smart. And that's what I, especially because as a reader who jumped a lot of the juvie books because I was so tired of feeling dumb, really enjoy even as a 22-year-old adult.
Yep. And even if you don't know what's there, it doesn't fault you for not knowing, which is a thing that happened in Benedict Society too, was sometimes they would, Trenton Stewart would say something smart, and the characters would say something smart, and there would be a character there that explained to the reader why that was smart. Whereas in this book, when something smart happens, it's either just left in there, or the way that it is explained is more so a, like, feeling like they're clearing up something that could be confusing rather than explaining to you what the thing actually is, right? Like, I know you might have thought that this was what we were talking about because it's common to think that, but it's actually this, so it's not like you feeling bad, it's like a communal type thing.
And I think the strong, like, narration style is something that really works for what we're doing, because we're also reading The Life and Death of Zebulon Finch, and that's also, like, the beginning chapter is Zebulon Finch saying, "This is my story and I'm going to narrate it to you," and he is a sassy mother trucker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's so sassy and so, like, self-involved and just really hyperbolic. So it works when you're reading it because you can be really, like, and it's like,
you can act it.
You can act it out. So it really, I wasn't sure, like, if I was just reading it, I don't know if that would really work for me, but listening to Michaela, like, enjoy herself reading
being
it.
a little shit.
Yeah, it's really fun. So we have, the name of the book is Secret in the Car, so we don't have that right now, but we actually have the other book in the house to read. That'll probably be what we do when we stop making this video.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And by that we mean, oh yeah, something we're doing when we're stopping this video.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can finish those in a somewhat timely manner and talk to you about it and about the experience of reading something, like, actually out loud to each other. Buddy reads are a thing that happen all the time here, where people are reading them on their own and then discuss it, but it definitely is a completely different dynamic when you are reading out loud and, like,
absorbing the information at the same time, absorbing it through the other person's voice and, like, way to act it out, but also, like, being able to stop at, like, a funny sentence the second it happens and be like, hey, that was funny, or hey, do you think this was dumb, or, like, being able to interrogate the book as you go as opposed to, like, reading it separately and then coming together. Right.
Which we do all the time because we book club.
Yeah. But a little bit different.
A bit different.
So hopefully, again, we'll have those start coming to you, and if you have any books that you think would be really awesome to use in this format that maybe we haven't heard of, please do let us know, or if you have engaged in something like this before, again, let us know how that went for you, and we will keep you updated as we go along on how it works. So yeah, we look forward to that. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.